Dear friends, I just want to share with you today about the way in which we do what we are asked to do. Some people do what they are asked to do as a profession. Some others do what they are asked to do as a vocation. What is the difference between these two? Profession is something that I choose to do, and sometimes it is also forced upon me because of circumstances, and sometimes I am paid for it, and I do it because I have to do it. Whereas vocation is something that is given to me as a gift, then I choose to do it with a lot of commitment. Now, it is possible to come across people who are living a religious life, or even what I would say a priestly life, as a kind of profession, not as a vocation. When religious life or priestly life is seen as a profession and not as a vocation, what could happen is something very beautiful like priesthood or religious life could become for people just a kind of profession, carrying out something that is they are asked to do, and maybe sometimes doing it out of routine, not because of a commitment that they have towards people or towards the life that they have chosen. This is very sad because we always think that religious life and priesthood is something very beautiful, and it's a real vocation from God. But often today what is happening is that we are converting that into a profession. But at the same time, it is possible that even a person who is doing something that is he asked to do as a profession, and he can take it up as a kind of vocation. What is the difference between these two? A profession or a vocation has only this particular distinction or difference. A vocation adds to whatever you do certain amount of commitment, certain amount of sacrifice, certain amount of passion. Whereas a profession is something that you do out of routine and for the sake of money and as a kind of duty. I wish and pray that we priests and religious today, we take up our work and our life not as a profession, but as a vocation. However, we can be professionals in both, in doing a profession as well as in taking up a vocation. I'm not making a confusion out of these two, but it is very important to realize that professionalism is different from profession. So you could be professional in your vocation as well as in your profession. But often, this is the sad part of it, that we seem to mix up these two things. Those who are supposed to live that as a vocation, they look at that as a kind of profession, and those sometimes who take something as a profession, they live it as a kind of vocation. The choice is, of course, left to the individual who chooses either to live it as a vocation or as a profession. Thank you.